Hello everyone, I'm Beck and this is Budget with Beck. Welcome to the new people and welcome back to the returning viewers. So in today's video, we are doing a ginormous cash stuffing. Like the biggest one I have done to date since I started this back in November. We are stuffing $1,030. What? You heard me, $1,030. So the reason that this amount is so high is because July, I get paid 3 times this month. So one of those paychecks is considered a free paycheck, but it is not. We all know it. Us budgeting community, we know that paycheck is not a free paycheck. We are telling our money where to go and how to get there. I'm stuffing $1,030 today and I'm so excited. Can you tell? Super excited. So let's go ahead and get it done. So we start out with unstuffing my wallet, which is backward. Okay, so groceries, we have nothing left, but we do have some of the money from my points. So I used $10 worth of points this time. The rest of it was for McDonald's iced coffee. So as you guys heard on my last video, I didn't do so well with no spend June. Yep, I got coffee every day. Every day, $1.05 coffee. But you know what? I stayed in budget and it's all good. So yeah, life happens, right? Oh well, it is what it is. I'm not overly worried about it. But, so we got $10 worth of groceries left. Let's go ahead and bring over my rollover binder so we can throw it into here. Okay, for the longest time with this thing, I would tuck it under. I'd be like, tuck it under. But somebody, I can't remember who on their channel, literally went whoop and hit it in behind. That's so smucking fart. Like seriously, like, wow. It only took me how long until somebody showed me? Yeah, so there's that. But now you know too, and you can do that if you have one of these binders. All right, so for groceries, we have $10 left over. And this will be going, so my food budget is fully funded. It'll be going to the Costco. Oh, I didn't fill this out. Might have a bunch of that today where it's like, oh, I didn't fill that out. But that's okay. So we have rollover of $10, giving us $105. So groceries is done. Gas, we have a little bit left over. We have $10 left over, which I will take. So July 16th, rollover, $10, and now we have $170. And my goal for this envelope, for it to be considered full, is $200, so we're $30 away from that. So then fun, we're completely depleted. We have nothing left over. Personal, there's nothing left over either. Household, nothing left over. Pets. So we have $10 left over in pets. I actually went and got my dog a haircut, which cost $80. So now we're down from $110 to $30. But now we're putting in another $10. Because it's gotten really hot here and she needed to be shaved again. So it was good timing because we hit a second heat wave. So adding 10, giving us a total of 40. But now she's all shaved. She's a Shih Tzu, so Shih Tzus don't, well, she's a Shih Tzu cross Sheltie. So she doesn't shed. She needs to be shaved every single time. I don't know if you're gonna, oops. Let's just throw my phone around, eh? I don't know how well you're gonna see this, but this is her. This is my little bundle of joy. This is Callie. She is tan in color, and she's got Sheltie in her. I'm trying to make it darker so it's not so blown out, but I'm sure when I'm editing this, I'll be like, oh, dang it. But yeah, that's her. And then I had another one. I had another dog, Mr. Rocky. He was a Shih Tzu, but he was put down this past fall. May he rest in peace, my little tater tot. And yeah, so, but now just the one Dodge. So pets, we're done with that. Clothing, we have $5 left over. So then July 16th, rollover, $5, giving us a total of $45. Miscellaneous, we have nothing left. And spending, we have $5. Spending goes into spending. July 16th, rollover. $5, giving us a total of $40. This is getting up there really nicely. Like, my goal is 100 and we're almost halfway there. I have ideas and plans for this envelope. I do. I just want to buy things, okay? I want to spend it. It's burning a hole in my binder. And then dining out, we have nothing left over. Alright, so that's it for the rollover binder from my rollover options. Rollover options? You know what I mean. Words. Words. Okay, time to get stuffing. Alright, so for groceries, this week we are going, well, this pay period, we're going to be giving it $100, which is 5 20s. So then we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. Gas, it will also be getting $100, but I actually spent $55 because I needed the gas to go to the city. So now I only have $45 to stuff, which is 2 20s and a 5. I digitally transferred it to my credit card because I use my credit card for gas purchases. I get extra PC points with my purchase of gas, so always use my credit card. So I just transferred the money from the account to the credit card. But we have 20, 45 to last us until next pay period, which is more than enough because the $55 actually filled my gas tank. It was on empty and it went all the way past the starting point, the full part. You know what I mean. Oh my Lanta. Words are hard today, apparently. Words are hard. But I'm good. I got a full tank for the next week, and then I'll probably use some of this to top up for the second week. Fun, we are getting $30. Woo! We gonna be having some fun with my money. Woo woo! Not actually, because I be spending a little too much. I gotta like reel it back in. Come on now. So, but still, it's nice to have some full envelopes, okay? Like actual full, because the last stuffing, as you guys know, it was very bare minimum. It was very, or maybe it was the time before. But regardless, it's like $5, $10, a little bit here and there, but now it's like, we're gonna be having some fun now. But anyways, I digress. Personal, it will be getting 25, which is a 20 and a 5. 25. I'm way too excited for this video. Way too excited. Household, it will be getting 20, which is just 120. Pets will be getting 50, which is 2 20s and a 10. So 20, 40, 50. Clothing will be getting 30. 20, 30. What's really nice is the fact that a lot of this money will be going into my rollover binder to plump up those envelopes more. So I'm excited about that because a lot of the time I don't actually spend the money in here. The majority of it goes to the Budget Mom challenges. But of course we know dining out and groceries and gas always get used. Pets seldomly, clothing rarely, personal sometimes, household rarely because I'm not running out of anything. And then miscellaneous depending. And then spending, well, it's kind of in the middle there too. So miscellaneous, it will be getting 30 as well, which is a 20 and a 10. 20, 30. Spending will be getting 25. Gonna hit some goals maybe today or in the future with having extra money in these. It's so nice to have this third paycheck this month. Dining out. Dun dun dun. Anyone want to take a guess? How much am I gonna put in my dining out? My problematic envelope. Any guesses? Heh, heh. We'd be putting 40 in. 20, 40. And we all know this will not survive the 2 weeks. Sometimes it doesn't even survive the first week. And then I'm like, okay, groceries, you're gonna do my dining out now. But that's okay. It's still coming out of my wallet. I'm not putting stuff on my credit card and going into debt for things like that. Once my wallet's empty, it's all done. Ain't no going into debt for the num-nums. There's dining out. In which case, so the total for my wallet today is $450. Minus the $55 cash that I used for my gas. But $450. Which is kind of scary considering I'm like, oh, I don't like to have so much money in my wallet. That's why I always roll it over into my rollover binder, is so I'm not carrying a wad of cash. I'm eating my words right now. Because now I have like 395 bucks in here, which is quite the chunk of change, but keep it safe. But that's why I have the rollover binder. If, God forbid, anything were to happen to this, then I have a backup plan. Yeah. Okay, so we're done stuffing the wallet today. Time for all the sinking funds with the rest of this money. But before that, let's do our popsicle pull. You may or may not notice there's very few popsicle sticks in here. Because I pre-record my popsicle pull sticks and then I put the footage into the video. But in today's video, I'm doing something completely different. So because I got an extra paycheck, I am actually pulling the highest denomination left out of these few popsicle sticks because I have the extra paycheck this month. So the fact that I have the extra money, let's go ahead and knock this guy out of here so that I don't have to worry about him later. Bye-bye, 95. It was nice knowing you. So I think the next one is 93, 92, 91. I think that's our next one. I'm not going to showcase these ones. In the meantime, we got 95. And that's okay. And that's okay. I know some of you in my last video were laughing at my reaction of pulling like the highest number. I was like, oh dang it. But now I'm making it happen. I'm dictating my future. So there. I don't know, I got nothing. Anyways, we got 95. But yes, with the pre-recording of my popsicle sticks, it's so that I can actually pull the number and then put it into my budget so that I can properly budget out that money. Instead of trying to pull it from my cash envelopes or trying to pull it from somewhere else. So if you guys do this challenge, I strongly suggest to incorporate it into your budget and then you know exactly what you're dealing with. Anywho, let us go ahead and do our online accounts. For car insurance, I have put 50 into here, now giving us a total of 300. Personal glasses, it won't be getting anything. Pets, vet. So like on the last video, I told you guys of the actual amount in the online account. Today we're adding 60 to give us a nice round number, because I'm going to be continuing to add 50. So they'll increase by nice 50s instead of odd weird numbers. So now we're at $4,350. So emergency won't be getting anything. Overflow. So I actually pulled $10 from my overflow. We were at $19.20, but then my emergency fund was $10 under $2,000 on my online account. So I just bumped it up. I had used the money for my emergency to do my cash stuffing, and then I was using the lower denominations to stuff my envelopes, because with the bank, the only denominations I can pull are 20s, 50s, or 100s. So I would make my own change to get the 10s and the 5s. So I didn't deposit any money back into the account. I just would use my paycheck to put into the account for my emergency fund, but I was $10 short, so I pulled it from here, which is totally fine. It worked out. So our overflow for today is actually $7.50. But for whatever reason, the math is not adding up. I'm not sure what had happened, but the math, if you add these two together, it will not add up to what it's supposed to be. So, because in the account right now, I have $8.54, which doesn't make sense. Don't consider the math, okay? But the total we have now in this account is $15.59. I couldn't pull out any 5s, so that's just what we ended up with. That's an extra overflow. Okay. Can I just give a little shout out to Kay's wallet? For the longest time, I have been saying TSFA for this account. It's actually TFSA, tax-free savings account, not tax saving free account. So Kay totally caught me on that. I was like, oh, I guess so. Whoopsie doodles, my bad. But yeah, my tax-free savings account, TFSA, is incorrect. It actually was spelled SFA. She caught that one. Good job. But we're not adding anything to it. And then my point sheet. So for July, what are we, 16th today? Update. Okay, little story time again, here with Beck, on Budget with Beck. My dad has been struggling a little bit, and he was mentioning that he is having some trouble with getting groceries and gas and such. And one of the options with your well, I keep calling it PC points. That's what it was back in the day, but they switched to Simply. So it's Simply Points. What you can do is you can actually combine your points with somebody else. So I have 200,000 points in my account, which is $200. So as I had mentioned in my previous videos, whenever somebody is like, oh, I need some money, or I need some help, or like whatever have you, that I would definitely give a helping hand, like give them money or whatever have you. And my dad and I were chatting, and I was like, you can make points a household thing where you combine your points. So that being said, you can't donate your points, like you can't transfer your points to somebody else. You can only make a household. So that being said, I actually made a household with my dad for our points. And so I was like, well, just use the points to go get groceries if you can't make ends meet or whatever have you. Just go ahead and spend them. They're constantly building up in my account. Like, it's not a big deal. They're always going to be there. At least I hope so, in regards to like simply not getting rid of them. So that being said, we combined our points, and now in the account there is 416,000 419 points. So he had about 200,000 points as well. So now that gives a total of $416. So I'll continue to update this because I'm also going to use the account a little bit as well, because I want to fully fund my Costco envelope to the $200. So that will slowly be used for that. And like, I'm not going to use all these points. Like you guys see, I use $10, $10, $10, $10, 20, 20, 20, 10, 20, like $10, $20 at the most. Maybe during a pay period, 20, 40, 60, 70, like 70 points. But that's when I was intentionally trying to use the points and like saving the cash on the side. But now, because my goal was to kind of get it to 150,000 points, and then I would start building them up again and then spend them again eventually. But now we're back up to 416 with combined points. But now he can spend them as he wants. If he wants to go ham and buy like $200 worth of groceries, he could, which is totally fine with me. And then that's just an extra point sheet. And now time for the cash sinking fun. Dun dun dun. So buffer, we're completely full. So I use my cash box to help make change, right? So I have a lot of 5s and 10s in my cash box. But when I do my cash stuffings, I usually have about $350 to $500 worth of cash. And they're not always all 20s. A lot of the times I like to make in my wallet 10s and 5s to make 15, or a 10 and 2 5s to make a 20, because I need to make change or to have that change available for the Budget Mom challenges. So that being said, I may start contributing to this again, because $200 is not enough to make change for my stuffings. And because I don't have a bank to go to be able to say, hey, give me these denominations, because with Simply, we don't have that service available. That's one of the biggest reasons why we don't have any fees when it comes to our banking. Like, there's no fees. There are in certain conditions, but like for your regular daily banking, there is none. So it's amazing. But the downside is you do not get teller access. Like you do with your traditional banks, which is fine for me, but I might start upping this again, just so that I have some extra cash on hand. But we'll see. We'll see. I've got so many goals and plans with my money. It's hard to keep it all straight, because today is one thing, tomorrow is another thing. But we're not doing anything with buffer today. Car maintenance, this guy is getting $100. Woo woo, giving us a total of 600, which is awesome, possum, because it got down real quick. But that is going to be 5 20s. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. New Year's. So we're actually putting a little bit of money in here. So we're putting $5 in here, which gives us a total of 20. A lot of these envelopes are getting love this time because of the extra cash. And a lot of these envelopes are getting fully funded. I'm super excited because then I can allocate that money to somewhere else. It's so exciting when you fully fund your envelopes, because then that money goes elsewhere that you need it to go. It's like getting rid of your debt. You pay, I'm throwing numbers out, but you pay like $100 extra a month for that credit card to try and pay it down, the extra $300 a month for schooling, the $1,000 a month for your vehicle. Like, I don't know people's situations, but the amount of money that you're throwing at your debt, that money, once your debt is gone, will come back to you, and you don't have to throw it to your debt anymore. I was going to say throw it away, but not necessarily throwing it away. But it gets to be allocated elsewhere. Yeah, I'm super excited. Can you tell? I'm just having so much fun, okay? Ashley's birthday So I'm giving it $5 today, giving us a total of $85. I decided to give it a little bit more money because I wanted to give it a little more of a cushion, if you will. A little more wiggle room for spending it. Come August when we go for dinner or lunch. So then our total for that is 85. So the goal was 80, but now we're up to 85. Calgary Comic Con. I'm so, guys. Oh my Lanta, holy hobbit. I can't contain myself today. I got some good news. So I took all my bottles in to the bottle depot and I got about 85 bucks back in cash. And then I gave a $5 tip because I had 5 giant bags worth of bottles and cans to give to the depot. So that was a lot of work. And she came to my vehicle to help me carry the stuff in. So awesome, awesome, possum. So I gave a $5 tip. But I had $80 left over. And then I think I bought coffee or bought something else. So I had about 70 bucks, we'll say. Maybe 60? Something like that. Anyways, so I utilized some of that money and I couldn't wait for a stuffing video. I'm sorry. I couldn't wait. I just had to allocate it. But I put some of it to my Calgary Comic Con. So I added 25. We were originally at 750. Now we're at 775. And now with another 25, we're at 800. Guys, I made my goal. Woo, celebrate with me. It's so exciting. Now I don't have to fund this anymore. It's done. Just like I said, now I get to put this money, this $25, to somewhere else. So now we're at 800. It's fully done. Like I started December 4th for this sheet at least. And now July 16th. You can see the progress. It works. This method works. Like, I know you guys know that, but anybody new who is hanging out with me right now, it works. Honestly. Like, I'm just excited. I'm such a nut job today. I'm sorry. So yeah, that's fully funded. Yay. Okay, I'm going to have a little story time right now before I forget, because I will forget if I don't tell you about it now. So with my job shut down twice and I got redeployed both times. And on the second time of getting redeployed, I got put into a different department and I've been very fortunate and I have not lost my job. I continued with my salary, different department, very, very fortunate. And I'm very thankful for that. So then I got to meet new people and I was chatting with this one fella and he's probably 35 to 40. No, he's 40. Or is he 45? He's older than I am. For those of you that don't know, I'm actually 34. Wait. No, I'm 33. I turned 34 this year. Man, they're not kidding. When you're older, you forget how old you are and you're like, "Wait, how old am I?" Cuz yeah. Anyways, I was chatting with this fella. He's probably 40. And I was telling him about the budget mom. We were gabby-goosing and chatting away. And he was talking about how stressed he was with his debt. He's got a second job. He's got a full-time job doing what he's doing with what I was doing. And then he has a part-time job on the weekends. And he's burning his candles at both ends. He's tired. He's exhausted. He's trying to like make ends meet. He lost money because he did a Facebook, he tried to purchase the dog off of Facebook, like a puppy. And so he paid like, I don't know, 300, 400 bucks up front for this dog. And then when he went to go see the dog, the person totally screwed him over and he was out that money. And he's like, I can't afford that. Like I'm trying to get my wife a dog and this person scammed me. It was so sad and I was so heartbroken for him. And he's such a kind guy, like so thoughtful, so respectful, and just like an all-around shape awesome guy. And I started telling him about the budget mom and my experiences and like how I paid off a $5,000 credit card that was almost $6,000, like doing the budget mom method and really telling my money where to go and being very accountable of my funds. and told him all about the Budget Mom. And I sent him a link to her YouTube because I feel like her YouTube is the best place to kind of start. You get to see her method. She talks about her method. She explains it. And then from there, you can kind of branch out and go to her Instagram, her Facebook, her other social platforms, her website. So then he's like, yeah, I will check that out. And you know when people say like, yeah, I'll check it out, they usually don't. So I got my job reopened, so I ended up going back to my work, and so I wasn't working with him anymore because I was not in that department. I was only redeployed for a short period of time. So I went back to my department, and probably because that was in March, and I saw him in June. So from March to June, I ended up running into him at my work, and he's like, hey, I have something to tell you. And I'm like, oh? Is everything okay? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I paid off 2 credit cards. And I was like, what? No way. Like, this guy was like, he was so stressed out and his credit cards were maxed and he was just like drowning. And like, I'm getting goosebumps about this story myself. Like, I'm just so proud of him. He's like, yeah, I paid off 2 credit cards. And I just like jumped for joy for him. And then he's like, I'm about to also pay off my truck loan. I'm like, oh yeah, thinking like he was gonna do it within 6 months to a year. And then about 2 weeks later, he sends me a photo of the letter he got from his car company saying, thank you for your last purchase. Your vehicle is paid off, like congratulations or whatever have you. And I was like, holy hobbit. He's killed 3 debts in like, I can't math because my brain, but like in 5 months, he's like knocked it out of the park. And I'm just so proud and excited and happy for him. And like, it's worked for him as well. And like the stress relief he probably has is just, I'm just so happy and relieved for him. Cause I know how that stress affected me. Like goodness gracious. The stress of being in debt and not having any money, it just puts this pit in your stomach and it's just this weight on your shoulders. It's crushing. It is soul crushing. It's so intense. So maybe at the end of this video, I'll kind of explain where I hit rock bottom and I had enough, and I'll kind of explain my journey a little bit. If I haven't already, or if you've come in the middle of my videos, I'll explain it again. I'm definitely talking a lot today, but I'm just like, it's a good day. It's an amazing day. Honestly, like, I'm just so happy in so many levels and different ways. So, but yeah, I was just so happy for him. So this works. Of course, it doesn't work for everybody. That's some people like Dave Ramsey versus the Budget Mom and vice versa. But it works. And I'm just like, I'm tickled pink. Absolutely tickled pink. Can you tell? So yeah, that's my story, and it just warms my heart, and yeah. So anyways, let's get back to it. Oh my goodness. So for birthdays, we are going to be stuffing $30, which is a 20 and a 10. So 20, 30. So now we have 155. So this is getting up there. Wait, what? Oh, right. Derp. So this is getting up there too, but I don't have many birthdays in July or August. I have a few in September and some in October. So this will start climbing still. Gifts is fully funded. We won't be adding anything. So like I said, I had the money from my bottles. I also put it into OdaFest. So I brought it up from $7.50 to $7.75. I put 25 bucks in here. So now we have fully funded my OdaFest. Woo! So we're going to be adding our last 25. Giving us our total of 800. Woo, woo, woo. But now I get to allocate this money elsewhere. Yes, so excited. Okay, Father's Day, we're not adding anything to it today. Strathern Art Walk, we will be adding 30. So now we're at 85, which is a 20 and a 10, giving us 30. So this guy, wait, did I math right? I did. Hold on, hold the phone, just a minute. I overshot this. My goal is 75. I put in 85. Whoopsie doodles. That's okay. That's okay. 75, little extra ain't hurt nobody, right? So I'll take it. So that's actually fully funded. So we can put fully funded. Woohoo! And then I'll bold that later. The other thing too is like with these guys, I can't put fully funded because it's at the bottom. But that's okay. It's fully funded. It ain't matter. It don't matter. English, I'm sorry. Strather and Urwalk, we're done. So that money can go elsewhere now too. Woo! Okay, so Thanksgiving is our next one, and it will be getting 20, which is just a 20. And now we have 50. And you know what? Woo! We're fully funded Thanksgiving too! Pew, 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 pew. Thank goodness for this extra paycheck, man. Fully funding so many of our envelopes. Do you guys get a third paycheck in July? Do you guys get that? Or is it a different month for you? Because I know some people get it in different months. But for me, with being paid bi-weekly, July and December are my 2 months a year. I get 3 paychecks. Woo woo. So, oh, I should write fully funded on here as well. Fully funded. Boo, 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 boo. Halloween is fully funded from previously, from May. And then Black Friday, Cyber Monday, we are going to be adding 25, which is a 20 and a 5. Giving us a total of 60. So my goal is 300 for this guy. So a lot of my money is probably going to be going to Black Friday and Christmas. The second half of the year, because we're already 6 months in. Now it's time to start saving for Christmas and Black Friday. Potlucks, it will be getting $10. So 25 total. And that will be getting 110. Christmas, it will be getting 55, which is, ooh, what the heck? Wow, that did, yeah, I might swap that out for one of the bills in my wallet. Let's do groceries, because it will get spent. Or I probably will put that in my dining out envelope, because that will definitely get spent. But yes, we have $55. So 20, 40, 50, and 5. 20, 40, 55. 55. So that gives us a total of $150. My goal is 500 for Christmas, so I've got a ways to go. I gotta start plumping this guy up. Giving, it will be getting $5 today. I actually spent $5. So I went and got coffee, and there was somebody behind me in the drive-thru, which was actually a police officer. And I offered to pay for their coffee. They got 2 coffees, which totaled $4.02, but of course I round up, so it was $5. So I spent $5. So we had 15, but then I spent $5. Well, you know what I mean, like it comes out in the wash. So then coffee, coffees minus 5. So now we're back down to 10. So then gotta put the 5 in here. I get too busy gabby goosing and then I'm like, wait, did I put that in there? Did I not? Did I? Did I not? Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. So in savings today. Oh dear. Oh dear. She's losing it. No, honey, I lost it a long time ago. And never found it. Anyways, we're gonna put $5 in here, giving us a nice round total of 20. But speaking of nice round totals, I'm thinking about doing a cash swapping video again. The last time I had done one was back in May 14th. So I'm thinking maybe in the middle of August doing one, because that will be May, June, July, August. That's 3 months. Is that too soon to do a cash swapping video every 3 months? Or should I make it every 4 months? I don't have change in these anymore, like the coins, so it really helps to be able to spread it out. But would you like a video for cash swapping in August or September? What would you prefer? What do you think? Let me know. Let me know down in the comments what you think. So weddings, we'll be getting $5, giving us a nice round total of 20. And just as a caveat, nobody's asked or anything, but this is for others' wedding, not my own. I'm single and ready to mingle. No weddings for me anytime soon. This is actually for my best friend's wedding. Whenever they decide to tie the knot. Business, it will be getting its $5, which gives us a rounding of 20. Animathon will not be getting anything. And then electronics will be getting 60. 20, 40, 60. 20, 40, 60. Now we have a total of $260. I'm saving up for a new iPhone. Subscriptions will not be getting anything. Amazon will be getting $5 today, giving us a total of 20. And that's round 20 for our cash swap. Woo woo in the future. Travel, it will not be getting anything. The budget mom will be getting 5. So savings of 5, giving us a total of 25. And my goal for this envelope is actually 30. One of the items that I would like to get is her pens and pouch. It's not for sale right now. They're looking at other distributors to be able to get her pens and pouches. So in the future, I would like to get that. And then I also have this one for her savings challenges for next year. I haven't started saving up for it. It costs about $14 Canadian for the savings challenges for the year. And or $10 USA because she's from the States. Which is not bad at all. Considering I saved like $1,300 last year from the budget mom while only spending 13, it was worth it. Totally worth it. And it was fun. The saving challenges from the budget mom are so much fun. Okay. So that is it for our rollover binder. We may have to come back to this with regards to a few more items in here. Maybe not. We'll find out in a minute. But for the time being, we still have more money. So we have to do more stuffing. So now I'm going to bring back my rollover binder. What? You say? Yep. The rollover binders come back. So now we're going to put money into here for new car. So new car will be getting 50. Giving us a total of $600. Which is 2 20s and a 10. 20, 40, 50. The next one is Vision. So these are getting stuffed. They're not getting rolled over, they're getting stuffed. So then July 16th, savings. It is getting $20, which is $120. Now we have a total of $45. Get in there. The next one we are stuffing is Unplanned and Unexpected. Say what new? Where is it? Oh, yes, it's further forward. Clothing. Unplanned, unexpected. There we go. Alright, so today, July 16th, savings. Oh, of course, I bent it under. I just noticed that. I was like, I can't write very well. I already forgot. Put it under. Savings. We are putting $20 because I want to beef this up a little bit more. So we have 40, which is just a 20. And then our next one that we are stuffing is spending. I told you I had plans, and it is getting 25. So July 16th, savings, 25, and now we're at 65. Why do I have $100 left? I'm supposed to have 95 for my cash thingy for my 26 weeks. Why do I have 100? No. Oh, for flying cars. Why? Why did this happen? I had proper denomination, so I don't know why. Oh, I'll probably catch it when I edit it. Well, here we go. We hit a hiccup. Hiccup. I'm sorry. This was not a very satisfying video with regards to having the proper denominations today, apparently. I must have been too busy gabby-goosing. I missed something somewhere. Oh dearie me. I'll figure it out. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Okay, so that's it for our rollover binder. Woo woo. Let's go ahead and make some change so that we can do our 26 weeks, and then I'll figure out what the heck I did or didn't do. Ta-da! Made some change. Caught you not looking. What? Oh my Lanta. Okay, bring over our cash box for our 26 weeks savings challenge. So now we have 95 left over. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 95. And there you have it. So, thank you guys so much for watching. For those of you that don't want to stick around and watch and listen to this story, thanks for coming and joining me today. And we will see you next time. But in the meantime, for those of you that want to stay and listen to my story, thanks. So, in August of 2019, before the pandemic hit, in 2020, I had gone to a convention. I had gone to a convention down in Drumheller. This was a very tiny convention. And so it was my sister and I and my nephew, who was probably 11 at the time. We were going for a convention because I was tabling there and I wanted to see how it would go and how it would work out. So we were camping, and I love camping, so it worked out great. But the thing is, I was spending like it was going out of style. I had maybe $200 to my name in my checking / savings account. I had a huge pit in my stomach. So I didn't disclose with her how much money I had. Her and I were taking this trip. The other thing too is that I had a maxed out credit card. Literally, it was maxed out. Like pretty well $6,000 maxed out. And I had $200 to my name. I had to pay for fuel. We had to buy groceries to be able to like sustain ourselves, and then eating out on top of that if we were going to be eating out. So I had this heavy weight on my shoulders. I had a pit in my stomach. I felt terrible. I felt disgusted. I felt horrible. I was put in a position which I put myself into, and I just felt so sick to my stomach. And like, we went grocery shopping and we bought a lot of stuff. Thank goodness for my Simply points, because I had probably around 400,000 points at the time, maybe 300,000 points. So I had like $300 to $400 saved up there, and I used my points and a little bit of cash I had in my checking account to sublimate the rest of it, because you can only do 10, 20, 30 denominations. Your lowest denomination is $10 that you can use with points. So I used that and we got a lot of food and it worked out. But that feeling of dread and worry and sickness, like, I was like, I don't have much money to my name. If something were to happen with my car, I wouldn't have money to be able to pay for that. Like, I also remember previous to this, I had to get my car in the shop to get it maintenance. And they're like, okay, well, you need this done, you need that done, and you need this done. And I'm like, oh, can you do like 300 on debit and like 500 on credit? Like, I had to split it up. That's how much money I did not have available in my checking account. Like, I had to put it on my credit card because I had no money. Like, the stress and the worry with everything going on. So like, that happened before this trip. And so in August, after this trip had happened, I was like, something has to change. Something has to give. I feel sick to my stomach. I don't have any money. I'm stressing so bad. Like, it's not good. So then, I don't know if you guys know or are aware of, but Gail Vaz Oxlade, she is Till Debt Do Us Part. She was the lady that would do the jars, and she was on TV, and you would put the money in the jars, and you would put yourself on the, she would put you on the budget and kind of tighten everything. She also did Debt Princess. I can't remember the name of the show. I just remember Princess was involved. I tried to do that method. That's kind of where I started. So I started doing that method with the jars. But it was kind of hard to do because like you can't haul around jars. So I like try and put the cash in my wallet, and it was a bit of a mess, but I was really tightening my budget, like budgeting and not spending, because my biggest problem is eating out. Like, guys, when I'm telling you I had an eating out problem, I'm not kidding. I would eat out like for sure once a day, easily 2 times a day, and sometimes even 3 times a day. Like, it was bad. It was so bad. I'm doing much better now. Some days, some weeks are better than others. Granted, we're all human and it is what it is. But as long as you stay within your budget, such as your wallet and the cash that you have available, and you're not putting it on debt, you're doing okay. At least that's in my opinion. So, but you got to give yourself grace. But yeah, it was just so stressful. And so I was chatting with my coworker. She was moving out, and I was like, yeah, like my finances. And I was confiding her in a little bit, and this was probably like I was starting to do it at the beginning of September, and then I mentioned it to her probably in October. September, October. Yeah, I mentioned it to her at the end of September, beginning of October, and I was like, yeah, like I'm trying to budget and I'm trying to like save money, and like I just feel so sick to my stomach. I don't have any money. And she was moving out and she was kind of in the same boat, and she's like, have you heard of the budget mom? And I'm like, what? The budget mom? I was like, well, no. Like, what do you mean the budget mom? She's like, oh, this woman, she like budgets. And it was like, and I was like, but for moms? And she's like, no, 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 no. It's for anybody and everybody. She's got a YouTube channel, and like, so that's where it started. That's where my cash budgeting actually started. Was in October of 2019 is when I started the Budget Mom process. So I got her printables from her website. I got the cash, her Budget by Paycheck book, but the printed version because I didn't want the actual hard copy. So I got that. And then I, through my coworker, through her Amazon, I ordered in October my wallet. This wallet came in November 4th, 2019. You know why I know that date? Because that's when I started the Budget Mom process full ham. I went ham. And if you don't know what that means, it means you literally go completely intensely with the process. You give her, you just dig deep and go, you know? So I went ham. And then I decided to make a YouTube video. And here we are. And I can say I have made leaps and bounds through this whole process. I joined the Budget Mom with her first series of her savings challenges. I saved $1,300 from that. And then now I'm doing her 2020, wait, what year are we? I did the 2020 savings challenges and COVID hit. Like, it hit and I was like, uh-oh, am I gonna lose my job? I don't have any money. Like, I'm stressing out, trying to pay off my credit card. Like, I don't have any money. So, paid off my credit card, kept with this process, been saving, as you guys know. So in November of 2020, I started my YouTube channel. And then here we are, July 2021. And I'm doing a side 26-week savings challenge. I'm doing the Budget Mom savings challenges, which there's 3 challenges a month. And I'm putting money away into my rollover binder, but I'm also putting money away into my rollover binder. Wait, did I just call that a rollover binder? Because I meant sinking funds binder. My brain, man, my brain. Like, and here's my Budget Mom savings challenge binder. This is where I keep all her monthly savings challenges. And these ones are like full of money. These are all full of money. 6 months worth of money in this binder. And then we have another 6 months to go. Guys, Beck in 2020 was not the same Beck as in 2021. We are knocking it out of the park, guys. We are hitting milestones. We are making it work. Yes, it can be stressful at times, but at the end of the day, like I've said once and so many times before, tell your money where to go today so you don't wonder where it went tomorrow. Because how often do you guys swipe your card, you have $500 in your account, and then next thing you know, card declined, and you're like, wait, what? I had $500 in there. Where did my money go? Right, I wasn't paying attention. Whoopsie doodles. So, anyways, I will get off my soapbox now. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, if you want to share with me your journey and story about your savings and where you came from and where you are now. The other thing too is you need to compare yourself to your own journey. Do not compare yourself to other people's journeys, because you will just get lost and you will start drowning comparing yourself to other people. Because everybody is on a different journey. Everybody has a different story to tell. Everybody is different. your income versus your spending versus a job versus 3 jobs versus kids versus a house versus renting versus young versus old. Everybody has their own journey. Do not compare yourself to other people. Don't. But I will say, get inspiration from them. Learn from their process and be like, ooh, this rollover binder, I've never heard of that. And to be honest, I don't know anybody else with a rollover binder. I think I'm the OG original when it comes to a rollover binder. But do you know how many people have said, oh, that rollover binder is so smart. I'm going to do that too. Like, my process works for me. And if it works for you too, go for it. If you want to start a rollover binder, by all means. If you want to do a 26 weeks savings box challenge, by all means. Like, there's lots of them out there. But like, go for it. Compare yourself to where you were a year ago to where you have come now. And you will see how much growth there is from you, and you will be so proud. Yes, there are hills, bumps, and valleys. Savings is not a straight line. You don't go from point A to point B. Maybe people on the outside see that, but there's hills and valleys and ups and downs. Like, guys, I just spent like $700 on my car maintenance. Whoop, there goes $700. But at the end of the day, I had the money there. Hills and valleys, right? Lots of money. Oh, I gotta spend some. Lots of money. Oh, got a hiccup. Oh, I had to take my dog to the vet. Oh, my car broke down. Oh, I have to buy a new vehicle. Like, as long as you're telling your money where to go and how to get there, you're doing great. We're all doing great. Anyways, as you can tell, I'm very passionate today, and I'm in such a good place right now that I just want to share the love and show the love and just really inspire you guys to get out there and make it work. And you got this. We got this. So, and honestly, guys, if you hung out until the end of the video, thank you. And I have been getting such kind and warm and beautiful comments from you guys, honestly. Like, you tell me I inspire you, that you've started this process, or you've done this element with your journey and you've incorporated this, and that you find my videos so entertaining and amazing. And honestly, guys, that means the world. Because I do get discouraged. I too look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, I could have done that better. I could have done this better. Like, I get like that too. I get down on myself too. We all do it. But tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow's another dollar. The next paycheck's just around the corner. Start again fresh tomorrow. Don't wait for next pay period. Tomorrow. So, anyways, oh my Lanta. Whew, this has been a good one. I feel great. I hope you guys feel great too. But in the meantime, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and please keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great. And I will see you guys in my next video. All right, take care. Be safe out there. Bye, guys.